A retired section leader of a kung fu cult must avoid the treachery of the clan he left behind. His diminished skill and aid from two unlikely allies are all that he has to survive in Legendary Weapons of China. Legendary Weapons of China, aka Legendary Weapons of Kung Fu, is a 1982 Shaw Brothers classic produced by Mona Fong and directed by Lau Kar-leung. This movie is one of 4 that Lau Kar-leung has directed, written, acted, and did the choreography for, which earns him entry into the Shaw Studios Hall of Fame as one of the Fab Four. Those are the 4 directors that, in our opinion, brought the Shaw Brothers Studios to its glory. This movie received a very warm reception by Hong Kong standards at the box office and got a 67% audience approval on Rotten Tomatoes here in the States, which shows what they know. Lau Kar-leung had big shoes to fill, as his predecessor, director Chang Cheh, had a multitude of hit movies that featured his male-centric storytelling style, lots of blood and guts, and the Venom's mob. Instead, Lau Kar-leung relies upon his superb visuals, his willingness to utilize women as main characters, and the usage of Gordon Liu, as well as his own martial arts prowess, and boy does he pull out all the tricks for this one. Lau Kar-leung stars as Lei Kung, a former member of the Yiho Society and master of a certain sect that practices pugilism. When the Empress sends an envoy to the Yiho Society in search of members who are immune to bullets from Western guns, Lei Kung quickly disbands his section and goes into hiding to spare his members' lives. The society decides to dispatch a group of assassins to the nearby town where they believe Lei Kung is hiding to kill him for treason. Xiao Ho plays Ti Hao, a young impressionable assassin who is intent on killing Lei Kung to prove his loyalty to the society. You may remember Xiao Ho from movies such as Mad Monkey Kung Fu and My Young Auntie. In this movie, he is quite good as an antagonist who eventually changes sides. He is crafty, smart, and deadly with the shuriken. The equally lethal Fang Xiaoqian is played by the talented Kara Hui. Kara Hui is the glue that holds this film together as the assassin who doesn't believe in her mission and wishes to aid Lei Kung, who is now hiding under the assumed identity Uncle Yu. As the movie advances to its eventual conclusion, Uncle Yu is called upon to regain his kung fu skills that have diminished so that he may prepare for a battle with another section leader. A battle that involves the Title 18 weapons that are traditionally used in Chinese martial arts. This movie is filled with intrigue, fun, and the fight choreography is fantastic. The opening 10 minutes of the film give you quite the appetizer as to how good this feature is, and it just gets better and better as you go along. There are some incredible visuals and iconic moments that happen throughout this film, including a fight in the attic between 2 of our assassins who are pretending to be a cat and a mouse. The real punch, however, comes from the addition of wuxia-style magic, mind manipulation, and trickery along the likes of ninjutsu, as shown in Heroes of the East, aka Shaolin Challenges Ninja. This movie has a lot going for it, from the amazing cast to the good storytelling. Kara Hui and Xiao Ho are fantastic, as differing players on opposite sides. Kara Hui especially has some great scenes that show off her flexibility and fighting prowess. I know. Oh gee, she's not trained in the martial arts, she's just a dancer. Well, this dancer gets the thumbs up from me because she brings the filthy. Lau Kar-leung is solid as the lead protagonist. His execution of Chinese weaponry is praiseworthy. I found myself enamored with the final battle and couldn't take my eyes off the screen. There are also some great appearances from Shaw Brothers legends Gordon Liu, Alexander Fusheng, and Lau Kar-leung's brother Lar Kar-wing. Ultimately, this movie is a testament to Lar Kar-leung and his ability to create memorable classics. So let's talk about it. The pros? This movie benefits from a great script and strong directing. The cast is solid and the fight choreography is incredible. The magical elements require some suspension of disbelief, but if you can accept them, it can be quite fun. The cons? Well, this movie has a 15-minute lull in the middle that involves a voodoo doll and Alexander Fusheng, who is pretending to be Lei Kung. Personally, I think that this section feels out of place, but opinions vary. The imagery of young men being shot in the beginning of the movie may require some adult explaining to children under 13, so parents beware. Overall, I think that Legendary Weapons of China, aka Legendary Weapons of Kung Fu, is a good martial arts flick that borders on the supernatural just enough to give it that extra pop. It has an underlying theme about the dangers of guns without hitting you over the head with it, and all in all is a good time, so I'm gonna give it 9 kicks. Well, that's all for now. Tell us, how do you feel about Legendary Weapons of China? Comment below and let us know, and thank you for watching our video. On behalf of myself and the rest of the crew over at Lone Wolf and Cub, this is OG Ants signing off. Peace.